Do you want to see how to make money online without doing any work? In this video, I'll show you how. You don't have to sell anything, you don't have to recruit anyone, you don't need any skills, you don't need any experience. You can do this in less than an hour a day. You just need a computer and an internet connection. Also, if you stay to the end, I'm going to show you how you can get it done for you, but you have to stay all the way to the end of this video. If you're into entrepreneurship and making money online, subscribe to my channel, click the bell notification so you get notified every time I do another video. Also, if you want to get my #1 recommendation to make $200 to $500 a week, click the link in the description. Linda Bomba here. I am a full-time internet marketer. You want to stay on this video all the way to the end because if you miss something, then this won't work. You'll get confused and you won't make any money. It's just super simple. A first grader can do it. Anybody can do it, and so can you. And I am going to give you a resource at the end where you can get the work done for you, but you have to stay to the end. So there's a couple different sites that we're going to be using, and the first one I want to talk about is Audible. Audible is a great site. I personally use this site myself. I prefer audiobooks. So when I ever have the option of getting an audiobook, some books aren't out in audio, or they may come out in audio later, you can't get them. This is a great site. This is owned by Amazon if you don't know it. We are going to be using this site. We're going to get back to this in a couple of minutes, but this is one of the sites that we're going to be using. So the next site we're going to use is a site called acx.com, and I'm going to show you how you can get this done for you. You want to create an account. And by the way, I'm not going to put any more links to any of these sites in my description. YouTube's cracking down, and they're basically they'll delete your video if you do that. So if you have to go get a notebook, put this video on pause, and start writing these sites down so you know where to go to when you go and be one of them. Don't be the 98% that don't do anything. Be the 2% that actually do something. So what we want to do with this particular site is, if you click this and click how it works, you want to come down here to narrator. And this is how, and I'm going to show you actually how you can get this done for you. But what you do is you start an audiobook. If you come down here, how this works, you create a profile, you sign up on ACX, you can create a profile, you click that here. Then you're going to upload samples, and I'm going to show you actually how you can get samples. Now, if you want to do this yourself, you can. That's great, but I am going to show you a way where you don't have to do this and do any work, and I'll get into that in a couple of minutes. But you upload some samples, then you tell them how do you want to get paid. Now you can either get per finished hour rate or choose to share 50% of the royalties, or both. So I would tell you, because there's a little bit of risk with the royalties, but you can actually make a whole lot more money and make passive income. I tell you to sign up for both. That's my recommendation. You click here where it says choose both, but that's up to you what you want to do. If you want to get paid per finished per hour, or if you want to share 50% of the royalties, I'm really going to show you how you can make a lot more money with the royalties. And then you're going to search for books that you actually do, submit it, and then you'll get paid. Now, they do pay out. I think PayPal is the only way they pay. If you live in a country, you can go through and read the rest of this on your own. If you live in a country where you can't get PayPal, you can go to Google and search virtual private network, set it to the United States, and you can do this and get a PayPal account, so it doesn't matter. So what you want to do is you want to get an account set up, decide if you want to do, and again, I'm suggesting you do both, and get your account set up. And then what you want to do is you want to come back up here, and you click search for books. You can see there's over 2,300 titles that they're looking for people. What they do is, if I click this one, plant-based nutrition, you want to do an audition. I'm going to show you how you can get this done for you, and I'll show you that in a second. If you click audition, if you click here and click download audition script, you can see this is opening up. If I click open when done, they're going to actually give you the script. You can see it here. And what you're going to do is you'll start just reading this book. It's a book. It's about keto vegan diet. And you'll go through and you'll start reading the book. And you can see this one's a lot of pages. to do an audition. You may not want to start with one that's this many. I'm going to show you actually how you can get this done for you, and I'll show you how in a second. You can see there's tons of books here. If we come back here, get back. This is another one about keto. This is Cowboy on Heat. You can see there's tons of different books. You can start doing one of these a day, and if you want to do it yourself, go ahead. You can. You do need some sort of a microphone. I have a microphone hooked up that I paid for, that I set it up, that I use for my YouTube videos. You can try with the microphone in a computer, but the sound's probably not going to be that great. But I'm going to show you where you don't even have to go through all that, and I'll get into that in a second. So you can start picking some of these and submit them. Once you're done the audio, you'll submit it to them, and then they'll review it and you get paid. So I did tell you that I'll show you a way how you can get this done for you. But you can go ahead. If you want to start on your own, great, that's fine. And if you come back over here, just to give you an idea of how much you can make, if I browse, let's just say bestsellers, just to give you an idea of how much money you can make, you see there's over 50,000 results here. And you can see this particular book is a book about caffeine. It sells for $8.95 on Audible. It's got over 7,610 ratings. They're going to pay you 50%. So in this particular, now that's probably the sales are more than this, because not everybody leaves a review. But if I multiply that times, this book sells for $8.95. 7610 times $8.95, and then if you divide this by 2, because they're going to pay you 50%, that's $34,000 that you can make. Pretty, and there's tons of books on here. Audible is a great site. That's basically what you'd be doing. You'd be doing the audio, and yeah, you are going to have to submit these. And as I said, you can do these yourself, and I'm going to show you a way in a second that you can get it done for you. But you can start coming through there. That's a lot of money. And then if you take the royalty end of it, you can make passive income. So what you want to do to get this done for you, you want to come over to Fiverr, Fiverr.com, search voice narrators, and you can see this person wants $10. This person wants $30. This person wants $20. This person wants 10. I'm going to show you a way actually how you can go the completely free route, and I'll get into that in a second. But you can actually just pay somebody. What you do is download the script, send it to them. I mean, I gave you an example of that. You can be making that particular one would be like $34,000 is what's been made on that particular thing. But you're paying a very little amount to get somebody else to do the voiceover for you. You can see some of these are more than $10. There's a couple that are $5, and you can test some of these out. If you find one that you really like, you can stick with it, and just pay for somebody else to do it. Once you get it done, you just go back to ACX and submit it, and you're really literally, you probably could do this in like 5 minutes or less a day, but that's the way. And if you don't, I'm going to show you how, if you don't have any money out of pocket, and I mean, anybody you see making money online, they spent some money to get there. I mean, this is like nothing. To put 10 bucks out, 20 bucks out, 5 bucks out to pay somebody else to do this, and you can start making money with this strategy. So I did tell you what you can do is, if you don't have any money to put out, and if you can't come up with $5 or $10, what you can do is you can come over to these, and what I would do is I would contact them and send them the script and say you'd like a sample. Now, a lot of these, they may come back and say no to you, and you are going to have to take time connecting with these people, and you are going to have to put some time and effort into it and ask them, to give you a sample of their work. They're probably, some of them may come back and not want to do it. Somebody that really wants, the work or whatever would say yes. If you take some smaller books, this first one I showed you, the long book, a smaller book, you could probably get one of them to do it for nothing. But I really tell you that you got to get, if you seriously want to make money online, you got to get out of the mindset that you can do this and not spend any money. You're kidding yourself. You're taking the very long, hard road to try to do this and make money online. And you can do. And I was broke when I started. I was unemployed. I was in foreclosure. I had no money coming in. My unemployment ran out. I didn't have a job. I was, living off of what savings I had. So work on your mindset. So, and don't be the 98% of people that don't do anything, because that's why most people come into this industry and they never make any money. So if you found value with this video, please give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you do. I'd love to hear from you. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you on the next video.